Hello everyone, it's Jeannie. How are you? I hope you are very well. It is a beautiful spring day here in Texas, and I am doing very well, very relieved that Zane is doing well. And I still want to say thank you all for all your wonderful and supportive comments and good wishes for him. So, thank you. Today's video is going to be kind of a long blah 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 about Mahjong. Mahjong. I always say Mahjong, and everybody around me is saying Mahjong. So, anyway, I'm going to show you my new Mahjong kit. Everything I have. Cat hair. Leo just left. And kind of go over what it's all about. And I play it with the ladies club where I live here. What's really neat about the ladies group is that you can join as many things as you wish, or as little things, or none if you wish. They have bunco groups, canasta, card games, bridge, bunco, dinner groups, going out to dinner, gourmet groups where you cook and host people over. I'm in that one. Walking groups, let's see, going out to different museums, art lectures. We have somebody who is a retired professor of art history, and one of her groups is just talking about some of the fascinating things about art history. So there are tons of these great groups, and Mahjong is one of them. I've noticed it year after year, but just thought, no, I don't want to play dominoes. It's not like dominoes at all. Speaking of which, they do have what's called Mexican Train, which is very fun. I've played that before, not here at our club, but just, in life. So I'm going to show you kind of what Mahjong is all about. And there's some great sounds coming up. Listen to this. The tiles. Before we get started, I wanted to thank today's sponsor, perfectly timed, June's Journey. Now, I've been playing June's Journey for a long time, and instead of doom scrolling for 20 or 30 minutes in the evening, this is so much more fun and so much more relaxing, and it's a great calming escape, and very much like Mahjong, your eye is being trained to look for things. Mahjong, you look for patterns. In June's Journey, you're looking for hidden objects. It's a hidden objects game. It is set in the 1920s, and June, the main character, is trying to solve a mystery for her sister. The scenery is so beautiful, and the detail is exquisite. You search for items within each beautiful scene, and it gets progressively a little more challenging. You earn all kinds of little bonuses, and you begin decorating and planting beautiful things all over your island. You have buildings and flowers and trees and vineyards and so much more. What I love about this game is there is so much variety, and there are many games within games. You can choose to be on a team where you kind of join up to solve cases and collect points, and it's just so much relaxing fun. You can download June's Journey for free using the link that's in my description or using the QR code here. I've been enjoying this game as I've been waiting in a lot of different waiting rooms and hospital rooms, so this has been the perfect game to just kind of take and relax to and enjoy. Again, click on the link in the description or the QR code, and thank you so much to June's Journey for sponsoring this video. So let's get back to Mahjong. What is it? It's an old Chinese tile game, and there are different rules about how you set up all these walls. You pass, it's called the Charleston. You pass to the left and the right and across, not in that order. But you end up with tiles, and you try to make these melds, these sets, and those are based on the annual card that comes out by the National Mahjong League Inc. And they have the official standard hands and the rules. So I have two of these cards. One is in big print for my eyes, and they've got the rules, and so I'm going to kind of show you some of this. So you open it up, and there are several kinds of combinations that you make using the tiles. Now, I am very, very new at this. So new that I'm slow, and if I play with somebody else, I need help. I need them to wait. I need to think, what am I trying to do? What is even doable? And I have to look here. It's like, do I have lots of evens or odds or flowers? So it's a little nerve-wracking as you're learning, but you kind of feel like, I feel like the slow turnip that fell off the truck, but I think everybody does in the beginning. So let me just go over some of the basics of Mahjong. It'll be a blah blah blah, as well as some great sounds. So if you plan on hosting, you need a Mahjong set. All the tiles and the trays for 4 people, theoretically, 4 is the ideal number. So let me show you. I don't know why, I just love this beautiful orange. The inside, it's got pockets. And it just holds everything. Now I've got the Mahjong tiles in here, and the racks in here. So I'm going to turn on the overhead camera so I can show you. So let's open up the Mahjong racks. And I have one in blue, one in pink, one in yellow, and one in green. So I'm going to take one. I'll take the one in pink and put these away. I even got the Beginner's Guide to American Mahjong. And there are different kinds of Mahjong. There's Hong Kong Mahjong, there's Japanese Mahjong, and I think a few other kinds, Singapore maybe. I only know barely the American. So this is helpful if you're starting out to get kind of a Mahjong type of, for dummies type of book. And then another thing, and this was a mistake I made in ordering, this is the official card that we play from. I was not careful about what I was ordering, and I clicked on something else. It's called the American Mahjong Society. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are completely different from these. So you have to know what group you're playing with so you have the right cards. So I wasted $29. Those were $29. Okay, so now this is how it goes. And you're going to build a tile wall in front of this. And when you are ready to break the wall and it gets pushed out like this, the tiles go in front here, the tiles you end up with. So let's look at the tiles. So I'll show you some of the tiles. They have what they call bams, cracks, and dots. And I'll show you some other things as well. And so as you set up your hand, you're going to put your tiles in here and no one can see them. So I'm going to put this aside for now as we really don't need it. So let me open this book up and go over some of these. Let's just put some of these tiles out and show them to you. Okay, the first you have are 3 suits. The bams, dots, and cracks. Bams are bamboos. Got dots, which are very simply just dots. And then you've got cracks, which are characters like like these. So bams, dots, and cracks. Okay? And then you also have dragons. Let me show you a dragon. Here's a dragon. It's a green dragon. Doesn't that sound great? So here's a green dragon and a red dragon. And they also have this as a dragon, and this is also called a soap because it looks like a bar of soap. It can be used as a dragon. It can be used as a 0. So if you're going for, say, the year 2026, 2026, a pattern, this would be the 0. Okay. Here's another one. So the BAMs match the green dragon. The dots match the soap dragons, and the cracks match the red dragons, like that. Again, the soaps are neutral, and they can be used as a 0. Then you have flowers and jokers and winds, okay? So a wind would be north, east. Let's see, do I see a west? I don't see a west, but north, east, west, and south. And that's actually the pattern that they go in. Let me see if I can find one. There's a red dragon. Let's see if I can go west. Here's a west. Okay. News. News. Okay. Now, you've got flowers. And some of them have seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall, and some are numbered. And just to warn you, it's very likely that I may misspeak and say the wrong thing. Remember, I am a novice. I am before a novice. What comes before a novice, okay? So then, you've got your winds. Now, when you have a pair, let's say 2 4s, that's simply called a pair, 2 matching tiles. A pung, P-U-N-G, is 3 matching tiles. Okay? 4 matching tiles is called a kong, K-O-N-G, kong. Let me see if I can find another 4. the sounds of the tiles. One of the things that people get is a mat so that you're not playing on like a hard wood surface. Okay, here's a jongg. 4 bams. 4 identical 8s, or any number, is a jongg. K-O-N-G. Let me move this. So we have a pair. We have a pung. And we have a jongg. Now, if there are 5, it's called a quint. It's called a quint. Let's see, do I have another 8? Bam. Well, if I don't, just so you know, I can use a joker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a quint. I can use a joker for one of the pungs. I can use a joker in a jongg, but I cannot use a joker in a pair. Okay, that is not allowed. I can use 3 jokers to create a pung as well. And then, of course, a sextet would be 6. Like that. Okay? Now, if we're looking at our hand and we're looking at this card, what do we make? We can't just put anything together. So I'm just going to pretend by pulling what I want to pull. So let's say this is 2026. You can make up all kinds of sets with using the 2026. So how about 3 2s, 3 0s, 4 2s, and 4 6s, and it says any 2 suits. It's really important to read what is in the parentheses because those are the rules for that particular hand. So let's just see if we could do the first one, 2026. See that? Okay, so we need 3 2s like this. Let's see what 3 2s I can come up with. So here are 2 dots. So there's the first part. 3 zeros. Let's see, I don't see any more. So let's just say I use a joker. That's going to substitute as a 0. Okay? And then I need 4 2s. And let's see. And remember, it says any two suits. So these are neutral. So I've got dots. I've got my 2000 or 0. Now I need 4 2s. There's a 2. Here's a 2. I'm going to try to find matching 2s. I hope this noise comes out. The sound of the tiles comes out sounding really good. Okay, so 2, 0, 2. Don't need those. And let's see, I'm going to look for 6s. Here's a 6. And that's a 9. Okay, we'll just say we need 2 more 2s, 2 cracks. Now, as you're playing, everyone is taking a these are all turned face down. And you take turns, and people pick one up, and they put it in their rack, and they discard one. So let's say they discard something like a 2, and I need that 2, I can call it, okay? And I can take it and then discard something else. Okay. And you're working with 13 tiles, just so you know. 13 tiles. And you're going around and around, waiting for, oh, here's another 2, waiting to get the tiles that you want. Here we go. 4. Here's 4 of them. So 2, 0, 0, 0, 4 2s, and now I have 4 6s. Can you see all that? So this, when I get this, it's Mahjong. Now, when I pick something up from here, I must show that it's making a match. I can't pick it up and start something. So I need these 4 2s, for instance, and if somebody discards that 2 and I call it and put it into mine, I have to show that I have the set that I'm looking for, that it completes my set. And now they kind of know what I might be running, possibly. You know, they can look at their cards and they can see the 4 2s, you know, but where is it? And that's why you kind of try to play with these all together so that nobody sees you kind of breaking them up and, you know, giving away what you're going for, because then they won't want to throw it. Once you pick that, the last one, it's Mahjong. There are other kinds of combinations where they're all even. So 2 2 2, 4 4 4, 6 6 6 6, 8 8 8 8. Okay, and it tells you the colors, the suits, quints, winds. Then there's the winds, north, east, west, south. That would be 4 norths, 3 easts, 3 wests, and 3 souths. And these are all in one color. See that? One color. So that, and here's another combination. 3 norths, 4 easts, I'm sorry, 4 wests and 3 souths. So that would be using EWS. So it would look like this. As you can see, jokers are very important because if you can't get that in the original tile, it's great to have a joker. Okay, so here's a west, here's an east, and so this would be 4 norths, 3 easts, 3 wests, and 4 souths. Let's see, here's another north, and here's another south. So if I'm playing, I'm on the watch for these things. So that's done, that's done. I need a south and 2 norths. I think personally, it's hard to do this without a joker, in my humble opinion. And there are the yard people, of course. So, there's a joker, and there's a joker, and here's a joker. And that would complete that meld. 4 norths, 3 easts, 3 wests, and 4 souths. This card is everything. Learning the card, the different kinds of combinations, 1, 3, 5, 7s, and 9s. Okay, sometimes they're combined with flowers. Sometimes they're combined with dragons. And so you just have to see. Now, when you first get your 13, you're passing back and forth and you're hoping to put something together. And for me, if I do, it's luck. It is not skill. So, anyway, I just wanted to show you my new Mahjong set. I don't know if this is as relaxing as June's Journey, because this can get intense. If you play Mahjong, let me know. And if you do, let me know if there are any tips or tricks that I need, that could help me. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thank you to June's Journey for sponsoring this video. I really enjoy it. Check it out. Like I said, it's free to download. So fun to play. I am the yard person magnet. Okay, my friends, take care. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.